Everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video that I just want to preface this whole video by saying I'm not recommending any of these things. I'm not guaranteeing that any of these things are going to keep you from getting COVID. To be honest, I have no idea if these things actually do work well. Some of these things I haven't even really tried yet. But I thought that I would just kind of make this video kind of pass along some information because I know there are people out there that are also, I'm not discouraging vaccines. Everybody in my family is vaccinated. If you haven't gotten a vaccine and you're perfectly healthy and you don't have issues, please get vaccinated. But one of the things that I do keep up with the pandemic, especially because I am unvaccinated and high risk. And one of the things that I've been hearing about BA5, and again, I don't want to add to the hysteria of this. I am very much annoyed by this pandemic and by all the news and everything that's, all the controversy, all the politicizing of it. But one thing that I have heard, I do watch certain specific doctors on YouTube, which I know I don't recommend, but I do watch one. And I've seen a couple of videos of other doctors saying that BA5 is kind of working its way around vaccines. That doesn't mean don't get a vaccine, because a vaccine will still keep you out of the hospital. But there are many of us who are unvaccinated because we can't get vaccinated. We have allergies to the vaccine or to things that are in the vaccine, or we may risk flaring up our other medical conditions, which I did talk about that in a previous video where I talk about my decision not to get vaccinated, which I do kind of have to update that video. I mean, the only update I would add is I'm still unvaccinated, and I am filming this as of July. This is mid-July 2022. So yes, I'm still unvaccinated. So I do have all of my doctors did encourage me to get vaccinated, although a couple of them kind of were like, who cares? Like I did have one that was just kind of like, after 2 years, he was just like, I think he just kind of gave up or whatever. And then I do have doctors that are like, if you get sick, you're going to die, or all of your organs are going to fail. And then I have another doctor that's like anti-vax. So I have a variety of different doctors, I don't know if it's political or they're just, they just don't know enough, or they're just going by whatever they know. But from what I have seen recently, I do know that the BA5 is working its way around vaccines very, very well. And we see that actually President Biden now has COVID, so he's like quadruple vaccinated, but he's doing well. And so like I said, if you're a healthy person, I recommend you get vaccinated. But if you're not a healthy person like myself, and you have a lot of issues and any little thing can tip the scale for you, I have some suggestions that I'm just going to pass along from, one of my doctors. And I'm not going to give out her name because, like I said, I don't even know if this stuff works. And again, knock on wood, and I may be speaking too soon. It is July 2022. The BA5 is running rampant everywhere. Everyone's getting sick. My sister and her husband just got COVID, I think, a couple months ago. My mom got it at the beginning of the year, traveling to Mexico, and then everybody in her family, they all got each other because they had like a family reunion. So right now, myself and my dad are the sole survivors. My dad is vaccinated. He's triple vaccinated. My brother, his wife, and kids also haven't gotten it yet, but they're all vaccinated. I am the only unvaccinated person in the family. Yes, I am a little bit on edge because I am unvaccinated. I am considered high risk. And yeah, I have not gotten it as far as I know. Another thing that I want to note before I get further into this video is they are doing or conducting some kind of a study here in the county of Los Angeles. I don't know if it's just our county or the California, but I did a COVID antibody test to see if I do happen to have antibodies to COVID, which I probably shouldn't because I haven't gotten sick and I haven't gotten the vaccine. But I did do the test. I should be getting the results. They said they would be sending them out next week. I did this like weeks ago because it takes a long time. So I will do a video and let you guys know if I have any antibodies. Like I said, chances are I don't have any because I did not get vaccinated and I did not, so far, knock on wood, have not gotten the virus. I am bracing myself for it though, because like I said, everyone's getting it. Everybody that's vaccinated has been getting it. And I am bracing myself. It is an inevitability of life, of this pandemic, that we are all going to get it, vaccinated or not. And so when I go speak to my immunologist, actually when I talk to any of my doctors, I always kind of bring it up to see what their take is. But my immunologist, she's a very controversial individual. That's why I don't give out her name. She did tell me to get the vax, but she was first kind of like, I don't think so, you don't get it. Then she got it and her entire family got vaccinated. By the way, she still got COVID anyways. And she did prescribe me HCQ. I think I talked about that in another video. And so that was last year. And so I wanted kind of an update this year. And so I talked to her and she was like, I'm going to prescribe you ivermectin. Take that with the azithromycin, blah, blah, blah. I have not gotten the ivermectin for whatever reason. I never got a call from the pharmacy. As many of you know, these are drugs that are very controversial. The studies for ivermectin have not come out yet, by the way. And so we really don't know if it works or not. And I have a feeling that she is, probably was not able to get the prescription because ivermectin is very much under lock and key right now because a lot of doctors are overprescribing it to patients because they believe it's going to treat COVID. Again, the studies are not out yet. I know there are some studies ongoing. The results are not out yet. We don't know conclusively whether ivermectin does anything. She did say that it had antiviral, antibacterial, antiparasitic properties. I'm sure it does, but again, we're dealing with an all-new virus and an all-new variant. So as of right now, I am just flying loose. I do still have the HCQ on my shelf, but she said, let's shift gears to ivermectin. She was kind of like not team HCQ anymore, whatever. I kind of want to avoid taking either one because they all have pretty intense side effects. So she said, she recommended some other things to me. And I will show you what those things are. But if you're asking yourself right now, how is this person that is high risk, unvaccinated, we're 2.5 years deep into the pandemic, and I have not gotten COVID. Once again, knock on wood. I swear, I feel like I'm going to get COVID as soon as I finish this video. Well, I will tell you what I've been doing because I have been out. I have been out in outdoors, but they're around a lot of people. I do go indoors very quickly when I go to the post office. Sometimes I'll make a quick Target run, things like that. But I am always wearing a mask. So let me show you what mask I wear. And again, my doctor, very controversial. She kind of makes a face at masks, but I am a pro-mask person. And this is what I wear. I wear the 3M Aura N95. This one is still inside the package. And I was wearing, because we had a N95 shortage for a long time. My brother had gotten me some N95s from his work, and I was wearing those through the beginning of the pandemic. And I think I had like 3 of them, and I really stretched those things out. I wore them, to death. And I actually wore those out to the swap meet, and I did fine. Now that I've switched to these, I see that these fit much better. They do have the foam over the nose. They fit like a little suction cup on my face, and I do feel the difference. I mean, I don't feel any gapping on the side. I do trust these a lot. They do tend to smell like chemicals at first, but so far, guys, so far so good. Keep your fingers crossed. This is what I wear when I'm out in public where there's a lot of people. I don't go inside anywhere even for 2 seconds without my mask on. So I wear this N95, and I wear another mask, not this one. This one's a little bit flashy, but I do wear another larger mask over it. Now, I know some people out there, I know there's going to be people watching my video that are like, masks are dumb, whatever. The only reason I wear the other mask on top is because I don't want to look like I'm, going to do a shift at the emergency room. That's why I wear another mask on top of it, because I think wearing the white one alone looks weird. Yes, I wear this in hot weather. I wear it in any kind of weather. I sometimes come home from the swap meet dripping in sweat under my mask. I do wear them more than once. I wear them several times actually before I toss it. It has to be pretty dirty for me to toss it, which is probably not good. I should probably, especially during the summer, switch it up a little bit more, and because they do get really gross. But I do wear it more than once. I highly recommend mask wearing, N95 mask wearing. I am not wearing any other kind of mask right now. My mom did get COVID in Mexico, and she swore up and down that she wore a mask the whole entire time. I saw the footage, folks. She was wearing nothing. Or they were wearing the surgical masks or just like a cloth mask, and that's why several of them got sick. So I don't recommend surgical masks. I'm not a doctor. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on any of this. But that is what I've been wearing, and so far so good. But like I said, I'm bracing myself. I'm preparing myself for the onslaught. And so I talked to my doctor. Again, I don't have the ivermectin. I have a feeling that she had some difficulty getting the prescription filled because a lot of pharmacies are being very weird about it. So she also said, when you go out as a prophylactic, and again, I'm assuming if I'm not wearing my mask, by the way, I had to go to the dentist yesterday. So typically at the dentist, they give you like a mouthwash beforehand, and they didn't do it this time. So I kind of was like, that's weird. But at my dentist's office, they all wear N95s. They have air purifiers in the room. So I trust them. But she said, if you're going out anywhere, when you come home or whatever, make sure you do two things. So one thing is Listerine. Just to make sure that you wash your mouth and gargle with Listerine. It has been shown, don't quote me on it, but you can Google studies. It has been shown to kill COVID, viruses, bacteria, stuff like that if you wash with it and gargle with it. So she said Listerine twice a day, morning and night, as a prophylactic, along with, and I got these little travel ones. We do have the big ones, but I got the travel ones just like as emergency. I can always refill them with other Listerine just to have it in my bathroom or in my bedroom, because again, like I said, I'm literally like, I'm one of those, what do you call them, those preppers that are preparing for the end of the world. I'm getting ready because, like I said, my sister and her husband got it, and I think my sister's triple vaccinated, so she ended up getting it. She also recommended two things. Nasal spray. So she recommended either an iodine nasal spray or something called betadine. This is super expensive. The iodine is cheaper, but again, I don't know what it would be like to spray iodine in your nose. And I do have iodine on my shelf, but it's not a nasal one. You have to get it specific for your nose. Again, I'm not recommending this. I'm also not recommending that you make your own iodine nasal spray, because I know there are people out there that are doing this stuff. I am just repeating whatever she told me. The iodine sprays are cheaper than the betadine. I was able to find the betadine on eBay. Once again, I don't recommend that you buy this stuff off of eBay or anything like that. But it was sealed when I bought it. I actually opened it for the first time yesterday. I've had it for like over a week. I have not used it. I don't know if it works. I don't know if it will work. But what it is, it's a nasal spray that works against viruses. And I believe it's been proven to work against viruses and things like that. It says to use at the first sign of cold, helps to treat a common cold, creates a protective layer in the nasal cavity to block viruses, clinically proven to shorten the duration of a cold, and so on and so forth. Now, she didn't she told me to use this and the Listerine. These two go together as a prophylactic for COVID. So basically, if I go out, let's say to a party, I don't have a mask on, I don't want to wear a mask anymore, and I'm having a good time, and then at the end of the night, before I go to bed, a Listerine and betadine. She said twice a day, so I guess morning and night. So I guess the next day I would do it again in the morning, or just keep doing it, I guess, until I feel. There's a lot of what ifs here, but those were her recommendations for myself. And again, I don't have the ivermectin. I don't know whether ivermectin works. Like I said, there are studies that are still pending, and I am sort of keeping my eye on that. I know that there's one doctor that I watch who is keeping his eye on that study, and I guess he'll let people know once it comes out. But again, these are unproven things. All of these are unproven things, but this is just what my doctor is recommending. But I have been a religious mask wearer. I wear my mask everywhere. I wear my mask even at home when we have company that is from out of town. Unless I know they're vaccinated or they already got COVID, then I feel a little bit safer. So I don't wear a mask around my sister and her husband because not only are they vaccinated, they got COVID already. So, I think they're pretty safe. So yeah, that's, if you're curious as to how I've survived this long, that's basically, it's the mask. Like I said, I haven't used the betadine. I can't recommend it to you guys. I also use oxygen. I use my intranasal oxygen. I do have a video that I made called my game changers, the things that have helped a lot with my chronic condition. Oxygen is one of them. As we know, bacteria and viruses can't survive very well in a well oxygenated environment. So I think the oxygen has also helped quite a bit in that sense. Because I wear it every day. I wear it Monday through Friday, and on the weekends sometimes, but since I'm out and about, I don't wear it on the weekends. I do take vitamin D supplements. My vitamin D levels are really good right now. The last we checked was a few months ago, and my vitamin D levels were like 80, which is really, really good. So that's also another thing. I am on a very restrictive anti-inflammatory diet. That's another thing. And I also don't go out very much. So that's probably my one saving grace, because when my mom got sick and when my sister and her husband got sick, they were out socializing. My mom was at a family reunion. Her brother got it, gave it to her. She gave it to another sister. They all spread it around. And my sister was on vacation with her in-laws. Her brother-in-law got it, gave it to her husband. Her husband gave it to her, and they all kind of just shared it. And they were all in enclosed spaces. I don't go to enclosed spaces very much because, as you know, I'm very light sensitive, and that keeps me out of indoor spaces. I don't socialize very much. I'm not out and about. I don't go to bars, clubs. I don't really meet up with people, which is kind of unrealistic, which is why I decided to kind of make this video, because for a lot of you out there, you still have to go to work, or you do have family, or you live with other people. And so these are maybe just some things you can try. I'm not saying that they're going to help. I'm not saying that they're going to save your life. But if you're not vaccinated, or if you, I guess, don't want to wear a mask, which I don't recommend, these are other things that you can try. And I will definitely try them. I did the mouth washing when I got back from the dentist, even though he had just cleaned my mouth. I did do the Listerine. I did not do the betadine, but again, I have it on hand. It runs about like $40 on Amazon. I did get it cheaper off of eBay, but like I said, I'm not sure if I recommend that. But it is about $40 on Amazon, and I could not find it anywhere else but Amazon and eBay. And eBay, a lot of the sellers are overseas. I wouldn't trust that either. So you're looking $40 for betadine, or you're looking around 20 something bucks for the intranasal iodine, which again, I was kind of weird about. Please don't make your own. Don't do that. But that's sort of my COVID survival guide, I guess. Like I said, I'm not planning on staying COVID free forever. I know eventually I'm going to get it. I know eventually we are all going to get it. And it's only a matter of time. And so I'm just staying as safe as I possibly can. But I also know that, you know, my days are numbered, basically. So that's what I have for you guys today. Please like and subscribe. If you have any other questions, please do not ask about my doctor. Please do not ask about where I got the HCQ from. I'm not going to tell you any of that information, or the ivermectin or anything like that. I don't have ivermectin. Like I said, I have a feeling that she might have gotten in trouble maybe for trying to prescribe it. But yeah, don't ask those questions. Ask anything else, and I will let you know whatever I can. I'm not a doctor. Please do not take this as medical advice. I'm just throwing it out there. I will try it. If I do end up getting COVID, if I survive it, I'll come on here and I'll make a video and I'll let you know how it went. And I will make a video letting you guys know once I get the results of the antibody test, whether I have any antibodies to COVID, because that may also be another reason why I haven't gotten sick, or why I think I haven't gotten sick. So please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.